Hey, what's up guys, it's Zach. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the Golem fit. Now we're going to be doing it a little bit different because if anyone else follows Delonewolf, who makes awesome EVE content for years and years now, he's been grafting his balls off like all his time. Got a decent little following and he's currently doing some level 4 missions, funnily enough. So it's a good time to just say thanks to Delonewolf for all the years of content, I guess. And he's, like I say, he's working himself up to a golem, and I think before he actually gets it, we're going to build one for him, pimp it up. We'll probably not go as crazy as I normally do with the polarized gear. We'll keep it pretty okay, let's say. And yeah, we'll give him a nice little gift there. And again, Delonewolf, thanks if you're watching this, dude. I've enjoyed your content like for all these years. Your Sunday recaps and things. I know I don't like comment on a lot these days, but I follow them quite close, dude. You're an awesome guy. Deserve a lot more subs than what you've got. So with that out the way, guys, let's jump into Pithum. Again, we're going to be doing this a little bit different, right? Because I've got different like implants in and everything on the EVE character right now, which I don't want to get rid of. So let's go. That might be a little bit of insight how I actually fit stuff as well, which is pretty cool. Right, so we've got our base loadout here. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we'll probably go, I guess, cruise missiles, right? But we're going to be switching backwards and forwards between EVE and this, because there's another thing I want to show you guys, which is, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but for those that don't, it's an amazing in-game tool called the compare tool. Very, very handy, especially on things like Microwarpdrives and like guns and everything, where you can just check the bonuses you want. So you just go variations, hit compare, and obviously for this we're looking at rate of fire, right? So you know, we're just sorted by the fastest. So estimals, I mean, the officer stuff's totally out of the question. What else is good? So let's just compare against the T2. So we've got 16, well, let's just say 17 seconds. We'll start rounding versus like just under 15 seconds, right? So bearing in mind we only need 4 of these for the golem. So Caldari Navy, and now of course we can use the T2 ammo on these, so it's probably worth to get these, right? So we'll go 4 Caldari Navies. Again, not going crazy, and I guess we'll go Scourge Furies, see what the damage is like. And of course we need the Bastion module. Look at that to normal. Wow, I can't wait for the dark mode to come into this. So we're doing 1043 damage. So we need some ballistic controls in there. Obviously we're going full Caldari boys here. Don't need a damage control or everything. So 1756 damage. It's not great really, is it? But look at the range, guys. Holy shit, like 208 kilometers and stuff. That's insane. And that's with the Fury as well. Like holy shit. What do we get with the Caldari Navy? So it's a little bit less, but man, this thing it's an absolute snipe machine, isn't it? But let's keep the Furies in for now, because obviously we're trying to get the max potential out of it. And because the cruise missiles, we're going to have to like help the application, I guess. Oops. So we'll go back here, we'll go golem. Just want to check what bonuses we've got for application. I think it's target painters, right? So target painters, but you know, I wish they had to change this when the guidance computers came out, because I think they're a little bit easier, right? I mean, you might get more effectiveness out of the target painter, but you've got to press a button. And when you're doing missions and like watching YouTube and stuff, maybe you don't want to do that. So I think we'll go guidance computers, right? So the main base, well, the meat and potatoes. So it's going to be the usual from me, I would think. So we've got let's go propulsion first. So we've got with Gestax Microwarpdrive. Got with jump drive. And probably a shield booster, right? So Gestax extra large shield booster. So that gives us like good amounts of reps for like pretty much 0 cap use. Well, obviously not 0, but it's like large shield booster usage, which is absolutely amazing. Pretty expensive though, nearly on a bill now. Holy shit. That's it's pretty crazy, but it's totally worth it. And the rig slots are going to be the one which I think we're going to struggle with to decide what we want. What else we're going to need? A cap battery maybe for just some cap. You could probably run this without. But I know when Delonewolf's peering with this, he's normally making videos and stuff, so we'll just make it a little bit safer for him. Republic Fleet Lodge. And then we're going to have Guidance Comp. Don't get faction ones, unfortunately, so we've got 2 of them. No, not Disruptor. Sorry. Let's remove that. Guidance Enhancer, that's the one. So 2 of them maybe with precision scripts. Because obviously we don't need the range, right? So precision, that should be pretty good. So those scripts themselves, let's see what we get out of them. Where we're looking here, boys. Missile precision, that's the one. So bear in mind we get like 10% per level of the Marauders. Let's just say we've got like level 5, so that's 50. And explosion radius bonus, so it's 100%. And it probably stacks, right, I would guess. Because it would be broken if not. Yeah, so using one more of these. So we're not getting like the full thing, but at least it gives you the flexibility to use the... Does it actually come up in the script? No. Because there is a couple of types. There's the range and then the other one depending on what he's using, right? If it's torps or whatnot. Now rigs. Let's have a look at the rigs real quick. I guess we've got a good amount of application there, but I think riggers are going to be the one, right? So this, it actually gives a good explosion radius velocity bonus, so it's -20, which is decent. I think we'll use at least one of those, right? What's the cap like? So we're not going to be using the Microwarpdrive the whole time. We can leave the we're not going to be running like stable ad out, so it's 6 minutes and 44 seconds. Bearing in mind we're going to give him a full set of implants as well, guys, so I'll probably say like a let's go with let's put the rigger on. Rigger, is that the right one? Let's just double check. Yes, 20%. That's a big bonus, that. Big bonus. And the safeguard rig, is that going to give us more or less? Safeguard, so we'll get 940 with that. So that reduces the needs of the shield booster even more, which is absolutely awesome. Or we could go all circuit. So we'll actually get a little bit more, and it's a lot cheaper as well with the safeguard, so we'll go with that. So it's a good thing about doing all this sort of stuff, you know. Check what's cheap and stuff. I do like the skimp every now and again. Core defense capacitor safeguard, that's the one. Not a capital, obviously. Oh. That's the T1, which we don't want. So let's just double check this. Capacitor need bonus, so it knocks 15% off the cap. So you could probably argue that the control circuit's better, which actually I think in terms of things it could be, because we get a recharge rather than, so 352. It's still not too bad. Yeah, I can't decide here. Let's go with the cap circuit just in case Delonewolf wants to change up the fit or anything like that. So the control circuit's always like it's like a staple of PvE, right? If it was me, I would probably go like polarized torps or whatever. Use like all range scripts and then do like two riggers, I would think, in the rig slots. So we're pretty much sorted here. We've got a spare mid slot right here though. I'm trying to think what we'd put there. So, I mean, we've got a lot of tank, right? Even with that out. So we could, I mean, like I said, Delonewolf's making vids all the time while he's playing. So, why not just give him a good tank? So we'll give him like a Pithum here. Well, invul, Jesus, multispectrum shield hardener as they're called now. So that's just going to make the tank absolutely insane, even with that off, with the bastion off. So it's like basically invincible anyway, right? And in the high slots, we're probably going to be wanting maybe a target computer for the range. I mean, what's the actual range of this thing? Target's 12, so 154 kilometer range. That's absolutely fine for this. What's the drone bay like? 75. So yeah, I mean, we'll let Delonewolf pick his own drones. He's a big drone guy. So we'll move on to the implants then, since I think the fit's pretty much done. I would guess that's yeah, that's looking alright, isn't it? So what will cost? Well, like 4.7 bill already, including the ship. So the implants, of course, for me, it's got to be the Genelutions. They like give you so much. So Cap's just bopped up. So still got like 4 minutes, like with everything running, which is pretty insane. Obviously, we don't run the Bastion with the Microwarpdrive. That's just silly. But yeah, it's a decent little fit, that, like. The Microwarpdrive, I think, is needed as well, because like getting the gates and shit. And obviously, because we've got so many mid slots, we can get away with that. In fact, we could probably... See, I'd probably dump the large cap bat as well and put like another computer on there or something. But yeah, hey ho. Or a shield boost amp or something. So I think the your large cap battery slot, dude, is your flex slot in this ship. Or, well, you've probably got 2 flex slots, because you don't really need the A-type, do you? It's just for like an extra bit of safety while you're semi-AFK doing other things or whatnot. Yeah, so moving on to implants, we need to jump back into the game real quick. And look for... It's been so long since I've used like missile implants and things. And I think they're a little bit different, right? I can actually find it, holy mackerel. Right. So skill hardwiring, obviously gunnery's open because lol, gunnery's awesome. Implant 6, so let's just have a look and see what we've got here. So we've got torp damage to the cap ones. CPU need, nope, don't need any of that. Cruise missiles, damage to cruise missiles could be pretty good. So 5%. So we can either, with the slot 6, we can either go 5% damage, or we can go the usual engineering, which would be the AO5 or AO6. I made this a little bit bigger so I can actually see. AO5 there. So that's like 142 mil. So it's either an extra little bit of cap or damage, guys. So I think obviously we're going to go damage, right? And the 5-1, let's just double check we're getting the right one here. Yeah, so CM605. So CM, oh, bad spelling, 605 will go in. That's going to take with damage just under 2k there. That's not too bad. Not bad really, considering you get that crazy range. It's not torpedo damage, of course, but man, like 2k is still like no joke. And hopefully with all this application we've got, we can we'll be like just blapping fools, right? What else we got for missiles then? So in slot 7, what we got, bombardment. So it's flight time we don't need, unless we're going torps maybe. Maximum flight time again. So velocity, that might actually be good for the torps, for the cruise, sorry. 5% missile maximum velocity, so that would just give range as well. So that's probably a good trade-off, because you want the missiles to hit the target as quick as possible. And that's one of the biggest issues I've got with missiles and drones in general. I feel like they're just so slow, right? So what's missile projection give us? So that's the one we're actually looking at. So we've got heavy missiles, which would be good for the rapid heavy fit, I would guess. That's what Tengu assault ones there. Bombardment we don't need. So it's going to be MP 705. Let's double check that. Yep. MP 705. Man, this is it's quite fun doing a video like this, doing some theory crafting on screen. Right, so slot 8, what we got? Defender missiles, no. Guided missile precision, what we got here? So again, signature radius of all explosions. What else we got for 8 though here? So more cap really, which we don't really need. So I think I would happily go with the GP 805. Let's bosh that in there. GP 805. So we've got a lot of application coming from these, which is nice. And slot 9. Light missiles and rockets. So this, I'm guessing this is velocity. Yeah, so more application on here. We'll just check engineering real quick. So there's nothing for slot 9 on that, so we're fine to go with TN 905. It's an application monster, this thing. Holy shit. Of course, if it was me, I'd be going with the 6%. And slot 10. It's rapid launch. How much is this one? Yeah, I think we'll give him a 1006 for the 6% launch speed, which is probably good. Rate of fire rate, an extra like 1% does actually make a tiny little bit of difference. So that's RL 1006. So that's like what, half a bill there. So we're just about 1,961 would be really awesome to get up to the 2k. Obviously with the drones, when we put those in, or when Delonewolf puts those in, we'll get damage. Man, it'd be awesome to get that 2k. Let's have a look at the rigs again. Large missile. I wonder if the Bay thrusters would throw it up. Well, that's velocity, isn't it? Which is the load and accelerator, that's it. So this is more fire rate, right? That's actually a decent amount. So just for a laugh, let's get rid of that. So we'll go load and bay. Oh, we can't fit the T2 on though, which sucks. So let's just get rid of that a minute. So with that, it does actually take over the 2k. But I mean, it's not a lot, is it? I mean, is it worth? It's nice to look at on paper, but we're only getting like a less than 100 DPS, if that, like 100, like top. So I think the control circuit is actually a better choice. Plus we can use the T2 one of that with the T2 rigger as well, which is cool. So we've got all the implants bar 1, which is the secret weapon here, which is the one I use quite a lot. Of course it's a crystal for the shield, and it might seem a little bit weird. I did mention this in the other vids, but we do still get a 5% shield boost bonus, and it's not really that expensive, I don't think. View market real quick. Oh, it is actually 200 mil. But you think instead of using the other agency implants, drugs and stuff, you could obviously just get away with that. But I think like that's worth the 5%. I mean, especially on the polarized fits, I would say. Obviously not needed for this. I mean, the golem doesn't really need much anyway, right? You could do it without implants and just use like a little more capped up fit or whatnot. But yeah, it's a nice ship to look at as well. I mean, it's pretty cool, but man, it's so boring to use, right? Missiles, like in my opinion, like turrets are supreme, right? Unless you've got like literally 20 battleships sitting 2 kilometers away from you, I think turrets are like much better in like most other circumstances, right? So guys, I think that is pretty much it. Like, holy shit, what we're missing here? Tractor beams. Because Marauder. Can't spell the day. Small tractor beam and a salvager. G2 salvager, man. And then we'll go, and then you've got a high slot to put like maybe a drone thing or something like that. So yeah, that's the golem, Delonewolf, dude. I hope you haven't bought one already, dude. But if you have, just sell it and then you can use this. And of course, don't feel obligated to actually use these implants and this ship. If you'd like, you can just sell everything and be up like 4 bill or 5 bill or whatnot. So yeah, dude, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to build this up in game and get it transported down to where you're missioning. I'm just going to, well, I'm going to video snipe you where you're at and dump it in the station, send your contract from zaqq. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, mate. We might see it on your channel, see how it goes. But yeah, that's everything from me for this one, guys. The Golem, like I say, super boring for me, so I'm not going to fly it too much, even if at all. We're still concentrating on the Nano Varga, which I'm messing around with. I haven't really figured the rigs out on that yet either, because I might just go like crazy nano. But yeah, that's the Golem, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one. And also links for Delonewolf in the description, so go and check him out. He's awesome.